Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Epiphany lovers. And you're welcome to another edition of You and Your Vet Talk Show brought to you by Epiphany Vet Nigeria Limited. And today we have a very interesting topic. And today I'll be your host for today. My name is Dr. Adefioye Adesewa, and our guest for today is Dr. Nwosu. So we have an interesting topic. You know that every day we always come up with something interesting, a topic that is, what you want to know. We always come with that. And today we have a topic that says animal housing. Animal housing. So you want to know how your the house of your animal should be and everything. And so our guest for today has everything for us. And so, Dr. Ada, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So, why animal housing?
Okay, the thing is, I've seen a lot of bad houses and I've seen good houses. First of all, one time a client came here with his sick dog, and amongst all the things that were wrong with the dog, I noticed that the foot of the dog was swollen. They were swollen, bleeding, and the client himself did not even know that this was what was happening to his dog. So later on, he was like, okay, come to the house to see the other one. So I went to ambulatory services to his house. And then I saw the other dog. They had like three dogs.
Okay.
So two are big breed of dogs. One is a bull mastiff, and the other one is a Boabel. So I saw the two big breed of dogs had their foot was swollen. So I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? So I just told them, okay, I want to see the house of the dog's house. And that's when I saw that the houses are built in such a way that those let me show them.
Okay.
Let me hold this thing. Let me show them. The houses are built with this kind of under, this
I can see it. Okay.
something like this, with this kind of openings.
Oh.
So it's not this kind of cage. They are big breed of dogs. They are like 2 years old dogs.
Oh, I could imagine Bubble and the Blue Mastiff.
So I was like, this is not comfortable. You get? I'm like, this is the problem. This is what the problem is. Like, so we have to work on their house. I'm like, immediately, please, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I had to treat the case first, and I'm like, okay, oh yeah, please get the carpenter and try to work on it. So, and I've gone to like a pig farm, and I've seen where they are raising their pigs in a smooth surface. I've seen the pigs have injury on their foot because of how smooth the surface is, and I've seen good goat farms. I've seen good farms. I've seen poor housing structures, and I've seen good housing structures. So like that, yeah. So that's why.
Okay. So you can see it all. And so, Doc, would like to ask, what's what is the ideal kind of house for? Let's start with the dog. Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, I'll say that. Let me hold this thing again. So this cage is not for every breed of dog.
Of course.
I want to say that.
Yeah.
This house cage, they're for small breed of dogs, or to the most dogs, puppies, of those small or big breed of dogs. So they are not for every kind of dog, and that's where we get it wrong. So people raise their dogs in this house cage. The ideal house is dependent on the breed of
The
dog.
breed.
So if you have a big breed of dog, large breed of dogs, you would be looking at houses that have
I think they will like to know the large breed of dogs.
large breed of dogs like German Shepherd, Caucasian, Boabel, Rottweiler, Bull Mastiff, Pit Bull. All of those are large breed of dogs. The toy breed of dogs are, you have the Lhasa, you have the Eskimos and all. Yeah, so if you're getting like a big breed of dog, you are looking towards getting a smooth surface. Do you understand? Like a smooth surface. Some people build a house, and then they just tile it. Some people tile not smooth tiles. You don't smooth tiles is so not good for dogs. Some people do like rough tiles, half and half and half and half, that kind of thing. Or some people just use wood to make their houses. So just depending, you can get wooden houses, just alone wooden houses, or you can get a smooth surface, like just cemented. Do you understand?
Yeah, okay.
And so, but nah, not for big rigs. So yeah.
Okay, and I think for those smaller breeds, even when this is ideal, you still need bed.
Exactly.
Yes. So you need a bed. Not that you're putting it completely in the cage. There should be a part where you can put the water and then water drips into the tray,
Exactly.
the urine. But then by the side, just a section of it should have the bed. So when the dog or cat is,
Yeah, I wanted to also
wants to
say
sleep.
that some people do these houses with excuses of for their dog, excuses of, okay, when they poop, um it will sink inside, then they can
Into it
just
and just
wash it
drag out the
under.
tree.
No, if instead what you do is just put a train, train your animals to know that, okay, this time of the day it's time to poop, and you take them out and they poop. This time of the day it's time to pee. You take them out and they pee. So don't make their lives uncomfortable because you want to make your own comfortable. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for that. And so we also would like to know for the cat, because people have different type of animals. So it won't be nice that we just dwell on a particular kind of dog, kind of animal. So we want to know about the cat. What is the ideal house for cats?
Okay, one thing I would say about cats, this is very good for cats. But one thing I would say about cats is that they love heights, and cats can actually just stay in your house like that.
Okay.
They like their space too, so they respect boundaries actually. So, but I'll say cats like heights, so you would be looking at getting getting houses that have like heights where they can jump to, those kinds of things, and give them their privacy. So you can get this kind of cages like I said, or you can also get like staircase houses
Kind
like
of
that where they
houses.
get to
Okay.
jump and jump and jump and then stay high there and looking, because that they think they're kings. So allow them to be kings and queens. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. And then we go to another animal. We don't want to leave you left out. The large animals, that
Okay.
is the ruminants.
Okay, for ruminants now, it's contrary to a lot of beliefs. Some people think that ruminants don't need a house. I bet you they do. They need their own houses because um, too much of sun rays, too much of rainfall gets to affect them one way or the other. And so you can just get like a wooden kind of house, a wooden spacious kind of house. Don't cement the floor. Nothing concerns cementing floor with ruminants. You should put them in a house that has um have access to grass. Do you understand? There should be, even if you want, okay, let's say you have a large farm, and then one section of the place has like a house that protects them directly from rain and all that, and then when you can close, or if you want in times of treatment and all, so you have that place. But keep them in a place where they have access to grass, where there's access to sunlight, where they can easily go in and have and be covered from rain and sunlight. So that kind of thing for ruminants.
Okay, that's good. And so we'll go to poultry. Yes, I think most people are more into this poultry aspect, and they don't know the right way to put their birds, how to build the houses. Some do, some don't. And some will just leave them to, move around the compound and all.
Okay, so in poultry, you're looking to having houses that, first of all, backs the sun. They shouldn't be facing the sun because of heat stress, heat stroke, and all of those kind of things. So their houses should back the sun, should not be towards the sun. Poultry houses must have good aeration. I repeat it again. Poultry houses must have good aeration. So cross ventilation, we are looking towards building a house. Now, um, you see how this place is, how this building is, how this
Okay.
painting is, you know. Now, when you're building poultry houses, take this as an example. This you can put a block from this to this place to where this stops. Do you
Okay.
understand? And
Yeah.
then this other place will be left open, not left open as per. You can now
Okay, you can
use
use like all
wood.
this wire. Is it this iron
Yes,
wire
to make
cage?
windows and
Yes.
to make
Okay.
it very aerated.
So
So
there'll be
this
ventilation.
should be the height for blocks. In fact, this is even too high in most instances, but we can leave it like this. So this should be the height for blocks. Do you understand? The rest should be for the wire nets and all that kind of thing to allow aeration. Don't put them in two-bedroom flats. Three-bedroom, I don't know what about it. Two-bed. Build when you want to say, okay, you say, I want to be a poultry farmer.
Okay.
Perfect. You want to be a poultry farmer, so what should you do? You should build a house for poultry. You don't just put them in a human house. I see a lot of people with the two-bedroom flats. One thing you're struggling with in poultry is that their poo and their urine comes together. You understand?
Yes.
So there's a lot of ammonia toxicity. You're smelling. They're smelling. They're having. They're taking back, breathing back the
Of what they've
yes.
disposed.
So and that whole they are with their dung. Their dung contains parasites, virus, bacteria, and all. And then you are still leaving them enclosed. So what do you expect? They will inhale a lot of ammonia, which is bad for their health, and before you know it, you're having like high death rate. And when there's like sun, when there's like what do you call that now? When there's like high temperature, you are having heat stroke. And also please prioritize building like this, with this place. Look at it very well. This height for blocks and this other place for nets and then roofing. So that's it for poultry. That's very interesting. Yeah. That's very interesting. So now we've known how to go about our different animals housing, and for those for dogs reporting the needs, for those for cats reporting the needs. And I would love for you to, make use of this information. It's a rare information. Please make use of it. And so we go to the piggery aspect. Okay, now pigs. Pigs love space. Do you understand? They love space. So they like to walk around. They like to swim. And contrary to popular belief, where you put think that pigs are dirty, pigs are not actually dirty animals. Yeah, so they need, when you're building, prioritize, first of all, don't make the house of pigs smooth. That is wrong on its own. Do you understand? The houses of pigs are not supposed to be smooth. The houses are supposed to be rough. That's the floor. The floor padding is supposed to be very rough. Do you understand? So that, because you see how their feet structured. Their feet are, they just have two of it. And if before you know it, they've slipped and they've fallen. That kind of thing. So when you're talking about, when we're dealing with pigs, we have to make sure that you're not giving them smooth surfaces. One, secondly, you have to put a wallowing pool for them where they can go and just lie down and wallow inside. Do you understand? Yeah. And then you can use nipple drinkers, or you can nipple feeders, or you can use you can let them have to you can put a plow for them to drink inside and all that. But make sure that you understand that, first of all, the floor is rough. Please, the floor should be rough. And then you should put them in you should position the house of a pig in places that have like good drainage, where it's easy for the water to flow out. Don't leave them in their own dung, in their own, their neat and knowledge. Cleaning. Yes. Cleaning. Even the water should be changed. Yeah. They want to enter into the water because of the heat. Their skin. So you should make the water neat. They are not dirty animals. They are not. No, they are not. They are not. They love their space. They love this cool temperature. Water. Yes, they love water. So yeah, all of that. Okay. So we've learned a lot. And so we say thank you to the brother. Yes, thank you very much. But I wanted to add that one of the things that the reason why this is so important is because it's like you as a human being. That's the kind of house you stay in kind of has an effect on you. Do you understand? Now, these pigs, these goats, these dogs and all, it has an effect on them. Do you understand? When I was growing up, okay, sorry, we had a dog in my house that had that was raised in this kind of house, cage with this kind of cage with openings. And as the dog was growing up, this was what was happening. This the foot of the dog, it just became like this, just padded like this. Do you understand? That is the way it was working like this. So it affected the height of the dog. The dog became, it's a very beautiful Caucasian dog, but the pads were, instead of it to stand like this, it was standing like this.
So the structure of the house reduced the growth of the dog. And
Yes.
it feels like he's in a sleeping
Yes,
position.
yes,
So
yes,
it
yes.
works in that same
It
way.
works like that, and it's uncomfortable to them. It's very uncomfortable to them. So if you can get it right, I promise you, if you can get it right in terms of animal breeding, housing, if you can get it right, you're getting you're getting your breeding right. Do you understand? So that's why this is very important. If you are living a pig in a very dirty environment, just get ready that they will die in, you know, they will just die.
So thank you very much
You're
once
welcome.
again. And thank you to our viewers. Thank you for loving Epiphany. Thank you for always listening to us. Thank you for the patronage. Thank you for the comments. We appreciate all your doings for Epiphany Vet Nigeria Limited. And so we'll be coming to an end for today's show. I believe you learned a lot. If you have any question or comment, please drop it on the comment section. We'll attend to that. So thank you very much. And so do not forget that Epiphany always deliver the best. We deliver the best. So see you next week and stay tuned. Okay.